Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on the Odin Pro. Today we're going to be looking at Citra MMJ to play 3DS games, and you can see today my setup's a little different. I got tired of the way the videos looked before, of a lot of reflections in the glass, sorry. I think the way I've got it now, it's actually going to be quite nice. Weird thing is when I put this down, there's a lot of noise in the background, but I think if I record in the daytime it will be better. But once I bring the Odin up here, it's much better, and it captures games really well without reflections. So yeah, we're going to get straight on that, and I'm going to go right into Majora's Mask. And yeah, no more looking at the map. Big Russia sign. Sorry, someone finally pointed that out. Now you can just see my keyboard set up and my Vita in the background. Always keep the Vita handy. I find there's a few games that I want to play, and especially Tetris. It has Puyo Puyo Tetris, and I like to jam on that now and then. So anyway, Citra MMJ. I think I have the newest build. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't checked in a couple of days, but it runs very decently for a lot of games. The right stick works perfectly. Running around Clocktown's really good. Now, a lot of people who stream 3DS games, or just use this emulator, they usually have their screen sort of as a box around here, and then the second screen is here somewhere. I find that very unappealing for some reason. I just feel like it's a waste of screen. So what I have, you have as much screen here as the first screen will take. The second screen is just slightly there on the side in case I need to touch it. However, I press a paddle and it switches screens. So I use one of the paddles on the back to swap screens. There's my other screen, and I can touch things when I need to. And I personally prefer that over seeing how everybody else is using this emulator. And I like that. I think that's cool. The extra buttons help. So somebody asked me yesterday with Aether SX2 how I was using the turbo button and if it worked on every game, and yes it does. And I'm using a paddle on the back to toggle that on and off. So I didn't use the paddles on the back for a really long time, and then when I realised I could probably use them as a couple of hotkeys here and there. Screw you, Tingle. We don't talk to Tingle. But yeah, with as much screen space as possible, I think this looks really good on this device. What you will notice with this emulator is a couple of hiccups here and there when it's loading or caching. I think I have a setting that says it will do the cache, and then it's there forever maybe. Something else I need to look at is there's it's not exactly a mod, but it tweaks Majora's Mask a couple of things in the game, and you can apply it to the 3DS version or the ROM in Citra. And for example, you can apply one of the masks, so you can become the Deku, the Zora, or the Goron just by pressing the D-pad instead, rather than assigning a mask to a button. Actually, I do have it. Let me just double check the name of that. It's called Majora's Mask 3D Project Restoration. It looks like a couple of files you just drag in, but I'm going to have to double check the installation. But yeah, I got past the starting area. I just wanted to run around the Clocktown here. It takes a little while before you become Boy Link, and then we'd have to go try and get to some dungeons and things. But if it's loading this area pretty fine, I would like to go see Termina Field, but I think that's going to be alright. Anyway, that's a good look at Majora's Mask. It runs pretty well. Oh, I've already pressed up, and then exit game. What else should we look at? let's have a look at Super Mario 3D Land again, because last time I thought maybe it wasn't running as well as I hoped. It always has a funny start, but once you get in the game, let's do this level. I never played this game before. I've only played the first level, so this is going to be new for me too. So also had a comment recently, yeah, so people are checking out the Odin, but some people are saying, yeah, like, I have a phone that emulates very well, why would I want the Odin, blah 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 blah. Yeah, there's a few very good reasons for it. One, it's a dedicated handheld console, it's all built in, you got the buttons, the sticks, there's support for it, and it works great out of the box. You put some emulators in, you start playing some games, it's amazing. I guess you could say the same thing with phone, but if you like, there's all sorts of different like controllers you can stick on, so I don't really know anything about those. I'm not a phone person. The other fact is, let's say you're out and about for a long time, and you've got your phone, and you want to play some emulated games, and you play some games, and then you realise you need phone battery, and oh, you've run out of phone battery. Whoops. I had a star and I still died. Yeah, you're out of phone battery now, so now you can't do anything. It's cool to have your phone and another handheld for just dedicated gaming. It's worth it. And I think the Odin's cool. And price as well. If you want a really good phone for emulation, you're still going to have to, you know, pay out of pocket a bit for that. I died again. Oh no, my video is getting weird. Hang on, I can fix this. I think that fixed it. So I don't know, personally, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit old school in this manner. It does seem like phones have taken over a lot of things, but I don't really like the idea of gaming on my phone. And I definitely don't like playing games just using a touchpad, the touch screen, you know. I made it. Hey, so that level ran really well. I'm also recording this time using OBS. Last time I was just using this Logitech thing and then Audacity hand in hand. So now the audio's baked in the video, which is nice. I don't know why I didn't do it this way. I used to use OBS all the time, but now we've got like kind of better video. I can't help this, to get a good view of this screen. You see the way the light... The room is bright. The room is dark. The room is bright. The room is dark. And I think that's why it'll be better if I do these videos in the day, maybe. But I was really eager to try this video setup. Oh! So I haven't seen any other videos use the screens like this. And look, honestly, there's just nothing to look at on this screen. And I feel that's a common trend with a good majority of 3DS games. And, you know, if you don't like that, alright, it's saving. I don't think I can do it here. To be honest, there's some things about this emulator I don't like. Yeah, I think you have to exit game, scroll to the top. Not there. This one. Oh, here's some things. I've turned on enable memory reuse. It says it can improve performance, but some games may have display issues or crashing game. I don't know which games. It's a new feature to this emulator, but I have it on because I wanted to test it out. Screen layout. It's not. Oh man, was it in game? It makes sense if it's in game because then you can actually resize your windows. Ah, sometimes I am dumb. Have you ever just sometimes looked around an emulator and you're like, how the hell did I do a thing? Wait, is that it? Was it custom layout? Yeah, I'm seeing the corners now. So you can quickly resize your windows if you need to. Unfortunately, it's not like a Nintendo DS emulator. Those are quite easy to have, like different setups, like side-by-side screens. Even though it does say that somewhere. I think if you go... Screen layout, single large side screen. I checked all those. Oh, you can do that in the config and like within the game as well. I checked all of them and they did nothing. Alright, let's check out A Link Between Worlds. Oh, got a hair there. Yeah, I remember somebody asked about this game on Reddit like a month or two ago, and somebody said it ran badly or something, and then I tried it out and I was like, hell no, it does not. So I made a short video of the game running pretty nice. So I was just mashing A there, but what I could have done was just press this button to look at my map. It's nice having the map there, but I know this game very well. Actually, when I played this game, I plugged my speakers into the headphone jack because I really wanted to hear the music. I wanted to hear it as best as possible. No, wait. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Bigger speakers. So what's the FPS saying there? 60 FPS? Sometimes I'm sad about the amount of games I've played in my life, because there's a lot of games you can potentially play on the Odin now, and like just having it handheld and the freedom of choice and having all those options is incredible to me. Like I think I said before, one of the reasons I wanted this was for like amazing Dreamcast emulation, and I know some, you know, devices are pretty good at that, but I really just like the design of this and the screen. I think it's perfect for it. Both like 3DS, Wii, PS2, it's super good. Oh yeah, when I was talking about phones, there's all sorts of ways to do amazing emulation now. You can buy like tiny little computers that do emulation incredible, and you can set one of those up in a room. Oh. You know, like in your living room, for example, you could have like a really small computer that's just dedicated to retro games, and you could probably go as far as up to like PS3 and Xbox, maybe Xbox 360, I don't know. Oh, put something on the map. So that's a really cool idea. There's also like, oh, that's not a door. There's also like, you can get pretty good tablets and use a Bluetooth phone. And the tablet will be like incredibly good. Oh, what's going on? I'm being stupid with the stick. So AYN Odin, I understand. Hello. I understand why they've chosen this CPU. You know what? The game runs well. Let's go on to another game, and hopefully I'll remember my train of thought. Let's look at Smash Brothers. So I understand why they chose the CPU they did. You know, AYN is basically a startup company, and they can't just like pick premium, like amazing parts and say, hey, we're building a new device, can any of you trust us, blah blah blah, here it is, it's like $600 or whatever. That's probably not going to fly. What's going on? Personally, I would love an Odin with a better chip in it, because my god, like, to just like play anything on the PS2 without any troubles now, I would love that. Does this game work on the Citra? Or is this some first time thing it's doing? I haven't opened this up before. So yeah, we'd all have a little bit more juice out of this. That reminds me, Taki Udon just did his, let's look at another game. Taki Udon just did his video on the Odin Lite, and like, wow, I'm kind of jealous of people buying one of those. Because when it comes to emulation, it kind of goes toe to toe with the Odin in a lot of ways. I mean, I did notice some differences, you know, so like Burnout 3, for example, is a game you have to play in 1x resolution, and that should run at about 60 frames. But on the Lite, he had to underclock it to get it running at 60 frames, and it was kind of like jagged. Oh, what have I done? So I immediately noticed that. I knew that it was better on the Odin Pro, and then there was a few more games in that showcase he did, where it's like, yeah, okay, so the Odin Pro definitely can emulate some games better on the PlayStation 2. But the price point of the Odin Lite and what it actually can do, which is a fair amount of PS2 games, like, for sure, as well as amazing Wii, GameCube, Dreamcast, it's incredible. And you have this shell, you have this screen, which is amazing. Now, looking at this game, I haven't played this on a 3DS, and I don't know if it should consistently stay at 30 frames per second. I can't skip this, can I? So I've noticed it like fall down to 25, maybe a little bit more, and even put it at 1x. Sorry, I didn't even mention before, these games are at 2x resolution. That's what I've set it as default. But this game, even setting it at 1x resolution, didn't seem to change much. But what is really bizarre, maybe I'll show this now, is you can set this game to 4x. Okay, maybe not 4x. No, not going to help you. Maybe 3x. You can do 3x on here and the frames don't change that much. I don't even know what 2x is of the original 3DS screen. So you probably do just want to stick with 2x. I'm going to die. So it seems there's a bit of slowdown with this game here and there. I don't know if you can do anything about it. When I was flying through this level and I went to 1x, it didn't change much. I wonder if later levels are going to be better, because I don't think some of them are as dense as this area with all the mountains and bits of buildings and things. For peace of mind, let's... Oops, I don't know what I just pressed. Let's have a look at 1x. You can still hear like little problems, and it's showing like 25, 26. Oh, I better say Falco, he's gonna bitch and moan. I'm trying. I don't mind. Yeah, so 1x doesn't change much. That's why I'm just going to leave it at 2. Now, do I go to the... You know what, I'm not going to go to the secret area because I want to go to the end and go to all range mode. I don't know if this is problems with the emulator. Is it an MMJ thing? Is it that I've set some emulation accuracy to fast? It's not really a big deal to me. What we want with these games is to run them as fast as possible. Oh yeah, I saw a video of Retro Game Core, and he seemed to not be super in love with the design of the Odin, which surprised me. Like, he said the buttons stick too much out. I think they're nice buttons, really. I think they feel nice. They got a nice click to them. Ow! I just flew right in there. Is he nearly dead? Aim for his back, bitch. Have some of that. You see what I mean? But you don't really need to look at the second screen for a lot of games. You just click and have a look if you need to. So that's Star Fox level 1. What should we have a look at next? Maybe New Super Mario Bros. I haven't got a lot of 3DS games on here because oops, what does that say? Because I have a 3DS, and there's just not really a lot I want to actually potentially emulate. Activate Spot Pass? No. Also, as you can see, the gloves were off. There was a guy in my last video, he's like, why do you wear gloves? I told him I have tattoos of breasts on my hands. There's many reasons why you could be wearing gloves, I don't know. Cold hands. Maybe I'm ashamed of my hands. Look at them go, they're so happy. That's the dream. Let's skip it. Nothing on the bottom screen. Uh-oh. Oh, how could you? Again. You'd think by now they'd, like, come up with a fake princess for them to catch. Oh, whoa! He's slidey. Uh-oh. He feels weird in this game. That's a lot like classic Mario. A little bit of slide to him as he's running around. I don't know if I like that. Let's just speed through this level. I haven't played this game before. Let's just go for it. Oh, fuck. It's alright, we can do it. Yes, boy. We have to go fast because it puts the emulator to the test. Ow. Yeah, we did it. Oh yeah. Hey, that works. I see no need to look at that anymore. Oh wait, you want to save? There you go. Right, so we looked at 3D Land, Zelda, Star Fox, New Super Mario Bros. We looked at Majora's Mask. Let's have a look at Mario Kart. Oh, what's this? There are currently no me characters. That's okay. Mario time! A nice little Grand Prix. 150. 8 characters? I remember Mario Kart for the SNES back in the day. Mode 7 was such a really cool thing. Well, of course we didn't know what it was. We just like, wow, the SNES is so powerful. Look at the shit it can do. Alright, I don't know the buttons. I don't know how to get the boost. I got the boost. Yeah, red boost, baby. This is really nice. What does this menu have? Oh, you can try and race like that if you like. Oh. You see what I mean about just filling up the screen is a whole lot nicer and just forgetting the second screen? If I really wanted that second screen, I'd be, how do I use items? There we go. I'd be having them like side by side or using a 3DS, you know? But hey, wouldn't it be awesome to get like a clamshell, like an Odin with 2 screens? Why would you need it? I don't know. But it's definitely in my interest to have some kind of clamshell emulation device someday. I love the idea of it. And I'm always kind of like into underdog stuff, I don't know. So, okay, a lot of people are getting Steam Decks now. It's actually surprising me. Because when I tried to get the Steam Deck, I was there on the dot, on the hour. It said it was live. I tried to order one. I nearly like got it like twice within like 10 minutes and it screwed up. And then what happened was, Steam goes, you've been trying to buy too many things and we're sort of stopping you from doing that. So I couldn't get one. And it was a lie. You know, I listened to it for about half an hour and I said screw it, and I just kept pressing the button. And then about an hour and a half later, I got my ticket. The Steam Deck come out in February. I'm supposed to get one maybe July or August, and I was an hour and a half into getting those reservations. That's crazy, man. Whereas this, the Odin, I was like near around 500. I was one of the first like 500 to place an order apparently. Oh. Anyway, there's another company, Aya, AYA, and they do. Let me turn this down a little bit. And they do like PC handheld machines, and they've been getting some good coverage. There's people that really like them, but they're very expensive. But now they've just like announced 3 different upcoming handheld devices, but they haven't got prices. Now, obviously, it might be in their best interest to try and have a competitive price point to go against Steam Deck, but you know, with all the parts they're going to put inside those things, you know, they're going to be expensive. But sorry about that. My PC screens went dark, but the thing is, I don't really like the design of the Steam Deck. I don't really like the way it looks. I don't like how big it is. I don't like the huge bezels around the screen. So, I would personally prefer to have... I would pay more for a device with similar power or more power that looked better and was more like for me. That might be stupid, I don't know. I still kind of want a Steam Deck. I just weighing my options at the moment. I don't know if I want to cancel the order, because I ordered one of the higher price ones, the one with the bigger storage, and it comes with like a special glass screen protector. That's one of the main reasons I got it, because you know, to me, once you start getting a couple of scratches and things on your device, it makes me sad. It makes me so sad. This runs really well. I mean, I'm just sitting here chatting. I'm not even thinking about performance or anything. It's good. Oh yeah, dude, there's some amazing news. So next week, maybe Wednesday, there's going to be an update for the Odin, which is going to allow dual boot support. So you can turn off the Odin, turn it on, and you can choose to boot between Android as it is, or maybe like Windows. And now, right, so now you don't have to like get rid of Android. You can have a second operating system. So what I'm hoping might be the case is maybe I get a second SD card and I'll use that for Windows, and I can have the option of booting up and playing Steam games, indie games, that, you know, stuff that isn't like too crazy. Like, don't expect to run like Elden Ring on this thing, or I don't know, you know, nothing crazy. You know, let's have a look at another game. I've looked at Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm not really a Pokemon fan. I want to have a look at one more game. Let's look at Metroid, because I mean, we know this works, it's been covered, but I'll play it for a bit. I actually just forgot what I was talking about. Oh, that remind me. Yeah, you can get another Metroid 2 remake as an Android port and put it on your Odin. That's awesome. There's some great artwork at the start here. I know someone who works for this company or worked with them. I don't know if they might have been responsible for some of this artwork, but she even did one of the covers for one of my Night of the Hunt albums. So for a while, I was doing these albums inspired by Bloodborne because I love the music. And my second Night of the Hunt album, which is Night of the Hunt, Rite of Blood, we did each other a favor. I wrote a song for a trailer of hers for an art book, and she did the cover art for the album. And sick, it looks like a really awesome female hunter with a saw cleaver. It's great. Okay. So it looks like this game wants to run at 30 frames per second. It's fine by me. I actually recently played this, I don't know if it was before or after I played Metroid Dread, but I played it on my 3DS. And I had a really good time. How do you play this? L, R, what does R do? Is that missiles? Metroid Dread was really good. Oh, you just shoot that. And if you can, like, you know, so the emulator, Skyline, which is a Switch emulator for Android, that's making a lot of progress. And like in a year's time, it's probably going to run a lot of games really well. And you'll probably be able to, you might even be able to play Metroid Dread on this thing at that point. which is pretty sick. But I know I don't really have any interest covering the emulator. It's nice to know it works and does stuff on here. But, I mean, I own a Switch, and if there's any more games coming out for the Switch that I have an interest in, I will buy them. You know, so like Kirby, the new Kirby, I thought I might be interested, and I decided I wasn't going to play it. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. However, now, if I was thinking of playing it... Oh, what's the other screen say? I would probably buy it, and then maybe emulate it in 4K or something. Because, okay, when I got my Nintendo Switch, I was ridiculously excited about it, and that was 2017. And then for like 2 years, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I love it. I want to buy things for it all the time. And then, like, they just stopped making games that I cared about playing for it. So I was just like, I don't know, I just lost interest big time. And now we're at a point where it's 5 years old and there's no sign of a successor. No sign of anything. And excuse me, and I just like when if they announce a Switch 2, a Switch Pro, I don't know what. I'll be there. So yeah, this runs really nice. So I hope that was like enough coverage of the Citra MMJ. This is Citra MMJ. There's 3 versions. There's Citra Enhanced, which I think is like they're not going to develop for it anymore. And then you have Citra MMJ, which is like the performance fork of Citra. And yeah, it's running games really well. It's not even stuttering at all, which is awesome. Ew, a power-up. Lovely. And we're going to end it there. That's a decent amount of coverage for the 3DS on the Odin Pro. I think that all would work on the Odin Lite as well, but obviously I haven't tested it myself, so I don't think I'm going to get a Lite. I'm just going to stick with my Pro and you know, see what other devices are coming out in the future. I think I'm really into handhelds. I'd like to cover more in the future, ones I'm interested in. I'd also like to do more of this channel, but I just don't really know how or why. You know, so I like video gaming in all sorts of aspects. I'm a big fan of VR. I recently just played the mod for Resident Evil 7 VR, which was crazy good. And now I'm playing Resident Evil 8 with the new VR mod, which is maybe even better. It's really, really good. And I love VR, man. To me, VR is like the future. It's just amazing. I can't get enough of it. And I really hope some seriously good games are coming out for it in the near future. But yeah, so you know, I'll continue to do more videos on the Odin. You know, maybe we'll get another update on Aether SX2. And I want to check out Sega Saturn. I want to do a video on that soon because somebody said it doesn't work well on it, and I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and not the video, me. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you all later. Bye.